Early in my career as an attorney, I work with people at some of the hardest and lowest points in their lives, from divorce, custody, major life transitions. These people were searching for something more, a better feeling of peace. When I met with them, I always tried to look beyond the legal matter. I asked, if money and time was no object, what would you do? One day, I was sitting with a 72-year-old woman going through her third divorce. I asked her the same question, expecting to hear travel, maybe go back to school. Those were the typical responses. But instead, she looked me right in the eye and said, I want to be an astronaut. For a second, I really didn't know what to say. My brain thought, okay, that question doesn't work anymore. But something about her answer made me pause. So I asked, why an astronaut? She took a deep breath and said, because I want to feel weightless. I want to see the world from above. I want to see and float among the stars and just feel free. That's when it hit me. She didn't actually want to be an astronaut. She wanted that feeling that came with it, the freedom, perspective, peace. And after a lifetime of being defined by roles and responsibilities, she didn't want a new title. She wanted a new way of feeling. That moment changed everything. And since then, I have helped over thousands of people all over the world reach their goals and feel fulfilled by their dreams. She made me realize when we don't chase the goals because of what they are, we actually chase them because of how they make us feel inside. Success, wealth, a new career, none of it means anything if you don't stop to ask, what am I really after? What is that feeling beneath it all? How do I want to feel? That conversation was a turning point for her and for me. Because to truly meet your dreams, you have to understand how you want to feel when you get there. Otherwise, you could build this perfect life, have it all, and still feel empty, but not at peace. Because the best version of yourself isn't about having more. It's about becoming and feeling more. And understanding that deeper why behind your dreams. What's that deep yearning feeling inside? I had to learn this lesson for myself. I built a successful law firm, expanded into coaching, became a bestseller, published author, and an international speaker. On paper, I had everything. But it wasn't until I asked myself that same question, what do I really want to feel? Then things shifted. So how do you go from dreaming it to becoming it? You start with a new kind of bucket list, one where impossible dreams are not only welcome, that's the point. Go crazy, brain dump, drink big, big, and big. No rules, no limits. Truly let your imagination go. When you're writing this list, it should actually put a smile on your face. Write them all down, all the wild, exciting, out-of-reach things that light you up inside. Do you want to go skydiving? Write a book? Move to Italy? Start a podcast? Open a bakery on the beach? Dance on stage in Vegas, whatever makes your heart skip a beat. Then ask yourself, what feeling am I really chasing? How do I want to feel? How would I feel if I reached that goal? Maybe skydiving isn't about the jump. It's about feeling brave and confident. Maybe moving to Italy isn't about the scenery. It's about feeling free, adventurous, alive. Because once you identify that feeling you're yearning and craving and chasing, and you can't stop waiting for it, you start creating it. And when you do that, that's when everything begins to align with your truth and your true self. Achievements will start building a life that actually feels like yours. Now go back to that list. Look at the dreams you wrote down. Attach a feeling to each one of those dreams. Then ask yourself, how can I start embodying that feeling today? How do I start becoming the best version of myself with those feelings? Take a step, even if it's a small step. If your dream is to write the book, pause for a second. The dream might not be about getting published. It's about being heard, about expressing your truth. Get your story out of your body and into the world. So don't wait for a book deal. Start with a journal entry, a voice memo, a long, hard message to a friend. Let the story come out of you in whatever form it wants to. If your dream's moving to Italy, begin weaving that into your life daily. Cook a new recipe once a week. Sip espresso in the morning instead of regular coffee. Learn a few phrases on Duolingo. Watch Italian films. Read about the region you'd love to be in. Start living like you're already there. Start embodying those feelings. If you want to feel free, fulfilled, joyful, you don't have to wait until you're standing in front of an imaginary finish line. You can feel it now and become it now. Smile. Do you feel that change? Do you feel the shift? Start becoming. When I stopped chasing more and started becoming more of how I want to feel, my life and business began to flourish in ways I've never imagined. You can do the same. Start with that feeling and let it guide you. And just like the woman who wanted to float among the stars, you realize your dream isn't as far away as you think. You can become the best version of yourself. Start today. Thank you.